Hey friends, Dustin here. If you're watching the Life of Lynn channel, thank you guys so very much. Today, we're back on the 1969 Camaro, nicknamed Pickle Rick, and we got parts in. Lots of part action going on in here. We're gonna stop all the leaks. Water pump bearings are completely rotted out of it. Leaks everywhere. It's about to fall off. It's bad. It's all horrible. Fuel pump way down there, that's spraying fuel all over the headers, so that's gonna burst into flames. We're almost to the point of getting this thing roadworthy. We'll be finishing up the body work in a different episode. More to come on that. We're waiting for paint. But as of right now, we do have some parts. Water pump showed up. Actual AC Delco. Very reasonably priced. And I got a fuel pump to put on this thing too. Also a original Delphi brand pump. If you've been following this series, last time we got this thing stopping properly. Got some of the leaks taken care of going on underneath here, and we started on the body work on all the really horrible Bondo that's just been falling right off the car and ground down all the rust spots. We're gonna be sanding those down, getting those prepped for paint. Do have custom ordered paint coming, should be here next week, a couple days, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, get these parts thrown on there, that way we can drive them. Alright friends, it's a couple days later. I've got parts. I've got new parts for the Camaro. I got good stuff coming in. So, picked up that fuel filter and the fuel pump. So this whole fuel system is going to be basically brand new. I've already replaced all the rubber lines back to the tank, and we already took that tank out and cleaned it. That's looking great. That's going to be the last part of that system. Now, next, we already got that water pump installed. That's looking great. No fan, nothing like that. We're good. So what we're gonna do to cool this thing off even better is put this guy in there. And inside this box, well, I'll just show you. There's an all aluminum, fully welded 4-core radiator with electric fan. We even got a new cap. Look at that. So supposedly, this is a pretty direct bolt in. Looks like this one got a little bent in shipping. No problem, we'll put the vice grips on there and just tweak her right on back. Then we'll hook these up to maybe some sort of relay, something that comes on with the ignition. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But we're gonna get all this stuff in today. This is a perfect situation to add a really nice aluminum radiator with a built-in electric fan. It's gonna keep this thing nice and cool. That's gonna add horsepower. And I like horsepower, and this 307 needs it. Plus, that gives us a lot of upgrade options in the future. If we want to get rid of this engine, we'll still have a nice cooling system in place to run just about anything. I'm going to jump right in. Good news, everybody. Things are coming right along down in here. Radiator, you saw that? Fit kind of like a glove, but kind of like O.J. Simpson's glove. We had to do some modifications over here and make these holes a little wider so that they lined up. That might be to shipping. It was supposed to be a direct bolt in. Didn't quite directly bolt in. But we also got our little fuel pump in there. 2 bolts right in the side. Blammo. new fuel lines hooked up. So hopefully that's going to pump fuel without spraying it all over the exhaust. Got our radiator hoses hooked back up. Just started putting the old pressed stone all vehicle in there. It was the cheapest, so that's what's going in today. I think it's green, maybe yellowish. That's where we're at. Let's get this thing topped off and fired up. Yep, that doesn't fit anymore. Well, we'll have to buy a new battery. Get rid of the old tractor battery. Baumgar's, our farm and ranch supply store. It's done well now. In the meantime, let's just teeter this on the edge and hook it up. What incarnation? Did we lose the prime? Alright guys, new day again. And I'm not a betting man, but I would guess that the straight new one here is going to work a whole lot better than Mr. Bendy fuel pump rod over here. I'm just going to lube this thing up, slide her on in there, and reinstall our fuel pump. All right, the key to putting these fuel pumps in these small block Chevys is take one of the bolts out that's holding the fuel pump. Make sure your rod's pushed all the way up in there, and then just run one of those bolts through that side bolt there. There's a little bolt right here. You just pop that thing out a couple turns, and then you run one of the long ones in it. Just snug. Don't crank on it, because it hits the our push rod in here, and that'll hold it in place so it doesn't slide down here while you're fiddling to put it on and bend it like it did mine. Good solid advice there. Well, that's installed now. Got the hoses back on. Probably only spilled 7 or 8 gallons of fuel, so we're doing pretty good. I have decided that there's some sediment in this filter, so we're going to change that out real quick before we get things going. Oh, that rubs on that spring. That's probably fine. And then we're going to dump a bunch of stuff down in the carburetor and just let it sit, clean it up a little bit. You a Fram. It's here. Love the smell of fuel in the morning. All right, I'm gonna fill very carefully the bowl up. Oh, whoops. Yep. And we're just gonna spritz some in there. We'll let them warm up. We got to check for fuel leaks and radiator leaks. How's this looking? Oh, looks good in there. Well, hasn't been out in the daylight for a while. Still waiting for my new sander piece and the matching paint. Should be here this week, and then we can spritz it some more. How's things in here? Oil pressure, that's good. Temperature has a little bit. Still got to hook up the electric fan. Right now we are rolling with a brand new water pump and brand new radiator, and I flushed the living daylights out of the engine, so I think a nice gentle cruise is in order. All right. This thing needs more gauges. And brakes work so good in this thing now. Look at that, just a little pressure. Dead stop. We're about done getting this project so it's reliable again. So hopefully in a near episode, we're gonna be taking this thing on a long road trip. Just really testing our luck with it. Because it's been oh so reliable in the 5 miles I've driven it so far. Seems like a good idea, so that's the plan. I'm gonna get my buddy and surprise him with a running Camaro. And one that has some paint on it, maybe. Oh, forgot, I gotta go to this thing aligned. Or maybe it needs a gearbox. Probably needs more parts. It's fine. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Got some more stuff coming up. Shop's getting built right now, hopefully. We'll see you guys in the next one. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.